Gary, a tough one to take. What's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, listen, I'm a little bit shocked, to be honest with you. You know, especially with the second half. I thought the first half was quite an even game. We had to work hard to get in front, and we done that. We scored a good goal, and then we gave away two poor goals. Really, we're in possession of the ball in the final third, and a needless pass, and the breaking us free kick, and then we split in the wall, and it goes through. And then the second goal's just an individual mistake, but you've went for 1-0 up, and then 3 or 4 minutes later, you're 2-1 down. We still thought we'd done okay in the first half, so we spoke to the players at half time and says, you know, this is what we need to just try and do a little bit better. We had an idea of what we were going to change to go and if we had to change the game. But within 10 minutes of the second half, the game was over. You know, we'd lost 3 goals in 10 minutes, 5-1. Our heads drop, Clyde's are on the up. They're pushing, they look threatening every time they score. They get a 6th goal, and then I think they've came off it a little bit, and we've had 2 or 3, 4 shots at goal. But I think, you know, it's difficult. Obviously, I need to apologise, you know, because on behalf of the players, the staff, that we don't generally concede goals like that. It's a long time since I've been beat with that scoreline as a manager, and it's not something that we're happy about. But I think it's about we have to accept the criticism that will come our way. You know, when you take the praise, you've got to take the criticism, and we should get criticism after that result. But it's then about watching the game back, digesting what actually happened, speaking about it, working through it, and then focusing on the game next week and trying to get a reaction at Bonnyrigg.
Yeah, you talked to players at half time, and then to come back out and try and get the equaliser, to lose 3 goals at the start of the second half. Do you think there's a bit of shock with the players as well?
Yeah, a little bit, and but you know, we do speak to them generally that if you lose a goal or something that happens, you need to get through the next 10 minutes. And unfortunately, we never done that today. You know, I'd need to look. The goals happened that quickly that it's hard to actually say, oh, it was an individual mistake, or it was a good play for them, or. So I have to watch the game back to actually see. But obviously, you can't concede. You know, if just speaking to you there, if they got their first goal in, I don't know, 27 minutes, and their 5th goal in 57 minutes, it means you've conceded 5 goals in 30 minutes. So you know that can't happen, and we need to make sure that doesn't happen again. So listen, we've just had a discussion with the players there. It wasn't raised voices or that. It was just an honest discussion about that there has to be a reaction next week. You know, when you lose like that, and it doesn't matter me saying that Clyde are a better team than where they are. We've lost 6-1 to the team that's at the bottom of the league. You know, facts are facts, and you need to be big enough to take. To, as I say, accept the criticism, and then be big enough to actually bounce back for that as a player, as a group, as a management staff. And I just said to them there, it's more important now that we stick together as a group than when we were winning 7 and 8 and 9 in a row. That is great, but it's easy to be part of that. The hard part for a group, for a management, is when you have a result like we have today, and we'll just stay together, we'll work hard in training, and we'll go next week and try and get a result against Bonnyrigg.
Yeah, you made a quadruple sub after the 3 goals in the second half. What was your thinking behind that?
Yeah, listen, really, just one of the reasons is you've got to be seen to make a change. We were going to make a positive change maybe about 60 minutes if the game had still been 2-1, but by that time I think it was, I don't know, 3-4-5-1. So it was just a case then of just thinking, right, some players, it was to get them some minutes on the pitch. But to be honest, listen, the lads are an honest group. I could have took anybody off. When you're getting beat 5-1, I could have took anybody off, you know, and it's only right that these lads get to go onto the pitch. I think they went on at 5-1, and the lads that went on done okay, you know, but the damage was done by then, you know, and you just don't know how well we actually done at the end when we're having the shots and the crosses to how much it's that we've done well and Clyde have actually dropped off because they've got 5 or 6-1 in front. So listen, it's I'm not making any excuses whatsoever. It'd be easy for me to stand here and say, oh, this or that. I'm not. We have to face up to today wasn't good enough, and we need us as a group need to try and put that right next week in what will be a very difficult game.
How important is it that you get that response on Tuesday and Thursday and training then onto next week?
Yeah, but the thing is, and listen, I'm always honest with you, we trained really well on Tuesday and Thursday, like really well. Few of the people here watching it, that we trained well. And as I say, I thought we played quite well in the first half. We lost a couple of bad goals. People will look at that and go, but I actually thought we played quite well. We created a few chances. Our goalies had a couple of great saves. in the first half. I think he touched one on the bar, he's saved one out the top corner for Matty. We had other bits and bobs. So I thought the first half was a really good game, and we were unlucky to be getting beat 2-1. So in the first half, I think there was things that you can say, right, well, that was okay. What was the negatives in the first half? Well, we conceded 2 poor goals. That was a real negative. But there isn't really many positives I can take out of the second half. So as I say, it's about me watching that, feeding it back to whether it's individuals, whether it's the group, whether it's the defenders, whether it's the midfielders. That's my job now. And as I say, we'll work harder. If that's possible, we'll work harder in training, because we know that we need to go and show that today was a one-off. The last time we sort of had that was away to when Brora beat us here in the Cup. And we got a really good reaction. I know that we've lost to Peterhead since then in the game, but that was a very close league game that could have went either way. They probably just edged it, to be honest, but the last time we really had one where it was a result where it made people sit up and notice was Brora, and we responded in the right way. This will definitely make people in Scottish football sit up and take notice, and it's about how we respond to that as a group. And as I say, it's easy to be part of a group that's winning every week. It's harder to be part of the group when you've had a bad result like today. But I like those sort of challenges, and I'm sure the players will as well, and we'll do everything we can to get a positive result next week.
Thank you, Guy. Cheers for your time.